Hi children, today I would like to teach you Unit 3 Part B. Unit 3 Part B, Another Woman, Miss Imtiaz Dhaka. About the author. Miss Imtiaz Dhaka was born in Lahore in Pakistan in 1954 and brought up in Glasgow, Scotland. She is ranked on par with some of the famous women poets of India such as Kamala Das, Sujata Bhatt and Tara Patel. She is not only a poet but also a painter and an accomplished documentary filmmaker. Her collections of poetry include Parda, Postcards from God, and I Speak for the Devil, The Terrorist at My Table, and Leaving Fingerprints. This is the poem, the stanza. This morning she bought green methi in the market, choosing the freshest bunch, picked up a white radish, imagined the crunch it would make between her teeth, the sweet sharp taste. Then put it aside, thinking it an extravagance, counted her coins out carefully, tried them, a small bundle into her saree at the waist, came home, faced her mother-in-law's dark looks, took the leaves and chopped them, her hands stained yellow from the juice, cut an onion fine and cooked the whole thing in the pot over the stove, shielding her face from the heat. The usual words came out and beat their wings against her. The money spent, curses heaped upon her parents, who had sent her out to darken other people's doors. She crouched as usual on the floor beside the stove. When the man came home, she didn't look into his face nor raise her head, but bent her back a little more. Nothing gave her the right to speak. She watched the flame hiss up and beat against the cheap old pot, a wing of brightness against its blackened cheek. This was the house she had been sent to, the man she had been bound to, the future she had been born into. So, when the kerosene was thrown, just a moment of surprise, a brilliant spark, it was the only choice that she had ever known. Another torch blazing in the dark, another woman. We shield our faces from the heat. Now let us see the summary at a glance. The poem starts with the protagonist buying methi in the market, choosing the freshest bunch available. She wants to buy white radish but puts it back, thinking it as an extravagance. She comes back to home and starts her daily work of cooking. Her mother-in-law gives her dark looks and curses. So in this light, we can understand that the poem started with the woman. She went to market. She purchased green methi and vegetables which were very fresh. She came back to home. She felt that even spending on fresh radish is an extravagance. It's more than the need. Then she has started her daily work. Even then, her mother-in-law gives her dark looks and curses as usual. The woman is unnamed who is representative of every oppressed woman in the society. She is busy in her work and she is silent. The woman silently endures every inhuman treatment. So in this slide you can see that the name of the woman is not given just because it is a problem of all female persons in the society who went under the same situation. So here how the woman was ill-treated in inhuman way we could see clearly. Her husband comes and the woman is shown as bending more, looking downward to her work. Her husband is called as a strange man, which shows the unhealthy relationship between them. The woman is uncomplaining and going through the traumatic conditions in her life. So in this slide we can understand that the woman was even unable to share her feelings with husband because there was no healthy relationship between husband and wife, and there was no healthy relationship between mother-in-law and the woman. So moreover, whenever we see these three characters, we found that there was no healthy relationship, and the conditions which were faced by the woman were traumatic conditions. While cooking, she is shielding her face from the heat. The usual curses are shown like birds beating their wings against the woman. She did not look up to the man, and nothing have her right to speak. So in this slide we can understand that the woman faced a lot of problems to give the family the best in cooking. The woman looked after the family in very affectionate manner, but she did not receive not only the affection but also the love of husband. So she decided to bear all the domestic violence or harassment being a responsible woman. The only thing which is bright in the poem is flame of the stove. There was no choice given to the woman, and this woman is representative of all those. So this was the house to which she had been sent to. And at the end of the poem, the woman dies as the kerosene was thrown over her, and her death is also not discussed, which was the only choice made for her. The end is very suggestive, where poet uses a repetition figure of speech by the line "and the woman." So finally we can conclude that in unbearable conditions the woman committed a suicide. These lines, "the woman dies as the kerosene was thrown over her," had shown her suicide, and even her death was not at all discussed, and all the persons left the issue even without showing sympathy. But here at the end the poet uses figures of speech by the line "another woman," suggests that the title of the poem is apt. The words suggest the repetitive deaths of women incurred due to inhuman treatment given to women. So here the words suggest the repetitive deaths of women incurred due to inhuman treatment. So when the woman was alive, she also faced the same situation like a dead person. Pains, sorrows, pathetic conditions, domestic violence, harassment, teasing, everything she bore. But this was the situation that she could not bear anymore. So she has committed a suicide.